Now let's study about the trend in the ionization enthalpy of the d block elements. Students, as we all know that when we move in a period from left to right, there is a increase in the ionization enthalpy. Means on moving from left to right in a period, there is an increase in the ionization enthalpy, and this is an increase is due to the increasing nuclear charge. As the nuclear charge increases, then the attraction between the nucleus and the outermost electron increases, due to which it becomes difficult for us to remove the outermost electron from the atom, and in that case the more energy is required, means an ionization enthalpy will be high. Okay, so that is why we say that the ionization enthalpy increases when we move from left to right in a period. Okay, to understand it well, means to understand the ionization enthalpies, the first, second and the third ionization enthalpies of the d block elements, let's look at this table of your book. This is the table of the ionization enthalpy. Here you can see that we are studying the ionization enthalpies of the first series of the d block elements, that is the scandium, titanium, vanadium, chromium, manganese, iron, cobalt, nickel, copper and zinc. Okay, so we are studying about the ionization enthalpies of these elements. So this is the table for your ionization enthalpy. Here, first of all, to understand it well, just consider the electronic configuration of these elements. Here you can see that each element there is 2 electrons in scandium. In scandium means 4s orbital of the scandium has 2 electron. Similarly, the titanium also has 2 electrons in its 4s orbital. Then vanadium is having 4s 2 electrons in the 4s. Chromium here is only having 1 electron. Instead, it is having 5 electrons. Here it is 3d3, and here it is 3d5 4s1. This is here exceptional case, means this is half filled orbital of chromium, there is half filled. And in case of manganese also there is 2, then iron also it is 2, in cobalt it is 2 and 7, in nickel it is 2 and 8, and in copper it is 1 electron. Here also, like chromium, here you can see that cobalt also instead of having 3d9 it is having 3d10, and this one as means the s should have 2 electron here, but this 1 electron is moved to 3d orbital, and this is because of the very less this situation arises because there is a very less energy difference between the 3d and the 4s subshells. Okay, so because of these the very less energy difference in them, this electron can jump into this one, so that is why we get this configuration. The d subshell in copper is fully filled, and the s is half filled, and in case of zinc it is fully filled, and both the subshells, means the 3d and the 4s orbital, both of them are fully filled. Now let's study about the ionization enthalpies here, as we were talking about in this video. The first ionization enthalpy, you can see that there is a regular increase in the ionization enthalpy when we move from left to right, with some exceptions. And in the second ionization enthalpy, you can see that in case of second ionization enthalpy there is a sudden increase, means from 631 it has come to 1235, then from 656 it is 1309, then from 650 it is 14 1440, means there is a sudden increase in case of second ionization enthalpy. Okay, so this situation is because here when we will remove two electrons from means first ionization means removal of one electron from the outermost shell. Here the outermost shell is the 4s. Okay, so here we are removing one electron from the 4s orbital. But if we will remove both the two electrons from the 4s orbital, then we will left with no electrons in the 4s. Okay, so and because of which the this situation arises, means there is a sudden increase in the second ionization enthalpy. Okay, so this is all about your ionization enthalpies. The ionization enthalpies will be more in case of chromium and zinc because of the fully filled orbitals. Okay.